full contraction at the top. A lot of people will cheat, use body motion, but if you do it strict, that's where the benefit really comes in.
That's right.
Excellent point.
Okay. On to our second one. All right, the second one we're going to be doing is the one-arm preacher curl. Now again, on this one, it's kind of hard to cheat. You were talking about the cheating principle. This one, the bench has got you stationary. All the emphasis is pointed on the bicep.
Yeah, this is more of an isolation movement. As Sean said, something you can't cheat with. Really works the entire bicep head, particularly the lower portion of the bicep.
That's right, Boyer. A lot of people talk about the peak on the bicep and trying to make it bigger and more shapelier. This is one of the exercises that's going to help develop and accentuate that peak. Total concentration right in there.
And as you can see, Linda's got a great peak to that bicep of hers.
Now, a lot of people, when they use heavy weight, they'll implement the strap because they can't hold on with it with their grip. So they implement the strap to hang on to heavier weight.
Great, Linda. Great.
Two more.
Come on, Linda. Two more. Get it up. That's it.
That's bicep for you right there. That's Olympia bicep.
That's it.
Good job.
Great.
Go ahead, Boyer.
Okay, my set.
All right. Now, Linda, I know that we're using the 90-degree angle, but do you implement both the 90-degree as well as the 45-degree angle?
Yes, I do, for variety. You know, your biceps muscle catches on very fast, so you always want to trick it. And
that's right. Well, Boyer's noted for the split in his bicep and also the peak, as well as Robbie Robinson. Some people genetically have that advantage over others.
Does.
And this actually helps bring it out even more.
Come on, Boyer. Good set.
Again, about four sets for you, 8 to 12 reps.
4 sets, 8 to 12 reps.
Good.
Always concentrating, thinking about that muscle.
You want to bring it down slow. You don't want to let it drop and actually possibly tear something with that drop too hard.
So control is so important. You're concentrating on what you're doing. A lot of times people get in the gym and they're not thinking.
Okay, you set.
Okay, Sean, come on.
I'm right-handed, so I always start with my right hand.
How often do you train biceps per week, Linda? Do you train it, say, once a week, twice a week?
I train biceps twice a week, always twice a week, and usually I train them with my back.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because my biceps come into play a lot when I train back.
Well, that's only natural because it is a pulling movement along with the back. Actually, the arms are kind of hooks that work the bicep.
Right.
Okay, Sean, let's go here.
Come on.
That's it. Big bicep now. Come on. All the way.
Yes.
As you see, this is an isolation exercise. Sean's doing a full range of motion, all full extension, full contraction.
Good set, yes.
Actually, it looks a little too easy for him. I think he needs to use heavier weight.
Come on, yes.
Working my way up.
Okay, the next exercise is alternate dumbbell curls.
Now, this is an exercise you can do standing or seated. Today we're going to do them seated. Okay. Now, a lot of people, sometimes there's a 90-degree bench in your gym. There's really no advantage to it other than the fact that you have to use more concentration when you have a free bench, flat bench like this.
Yeah, just the back support is the only thing that would make the difference here. But again, this is an exercise that really isolates the bicep. It's really not something that you can really cheat on.
Right. It's actually a variation of the standing barbell curl, except you've got to concentrate one arm at a time. And you don't want to do two arms at a time and not pay attention. If you're using one arm, complete the rep like Miss Olympia is doing right here, and concentrate on one arm at a time. Good job.
You notice that Linda actually gives I noticed you give it a little turn at the top to peak the bicep.
Yes. Feel it, contract. Really can feel it that way. Come on, boy.
I'm one of those bodybuilders that has to use straps because my grip is really weak.
Yeah, the straps really do help. They help a lot. Come on, yes.
As you'll notice, me and Boyer were both wearing gloves. There's really no advantage other than the fact that some people, depending on where they're at in their training, the level of calluses they have.
Yes, and I always wear my gloves. I just don't have them today. I attribute 4 Miss Olympia titles to my genetics, the fact that I train hard, diet, and the fact that I've participated in so many sports and different events prior to competing in the Miss Olympia.
Debbie, now I noticed what you did when you were using it, you had the wide grip. I also use the wide grip too, but I also go back and forth with a close grip.
Yes, I like the wide grip because I feel like I can keep my elbows, in the proper position. Keep them right by my side so that when I go down, I can really flex hard.
Right. So the important thing is to keep the elbow tight to the body and use this as just a pivot point. You don't want to swing your elbow forward and take your tricep out of the action. Right now, Boyer's got total concentration. His body's very erect, and right here is what we're working, the horseshoe effect right there. How many sets and reps do you normally do on this?
Well, I'll do 4 sets, and I always like to do this first because it gives me a good warm-up. Warms those elbows up so I don't hurt them.
Right.
Okay, Sean, your set.
I go closer.
Close grip. Okay, well, let's watch this. Close grip.
Deb,
Well, that
how
works.
many times a week do you train triceps?
Well, I train them like once every 6 days, so it works out to maybe a
Do you
little
train it
over
with
2.
biceps, or do you train it with other body parts?
Well, I work them with biceps sometimes, and sometimes I'll work them with back, and kind of just whatever. Sean, that
Good,
looks
Sean.
great.
Okay, what's the next exercise, Deb?
These cable kickbacks.
Okay.
All right. 20 pounds is what I'll use.
All right. So on this is cable kickback. You can also use a dumbbell to do these. We're using cable today. It's a variation. And again, the elbow is stationary, locked at the side. You only want to use your tricep to kick it back.
You'll notice the extreme definition in Debbie's arm on that outer head of the tricep as she goes back.
A lot of that
Good.
definition is due to a diet. Too.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Without low body fat, you can't see the muscle. So
Well, it's
wanna
hard
go
to
to
get
line?
out
Give
of
you a
there.
help with that. That's stuff. Okay, there you go.
All
you
right.
know what I find, Boyer, for me, a good weight for me is about 45, 60 pounds in there, so that it doesn't force my elbow to come forward.
Well, this is an exercise too, another isolation movement that you really don't want to cheat on. If you try and go too heavy, you cheat and you really lose the benefit of the exercise.
Right. Well, with the kickback, what you're trying to do also is, again, not necessarily build size, but build definition.
Right, right. Okay, my set.
Show me how it's done, boss.
All right.
That's right.
Debbie, I was talking earlier with Linda Murray that I usually implement straps when the weight gets too heavy so I can hang on to it because my grip is first.
You know, I'm the same way. I like to strap up even on dumbbell curls.
Right.
Now for triceps, I don't need to use them so much.
Since you're not using as much weight?
Right, right. Especially on these kickbacks. I like to go a little bit lighter so I can really come back here and squeeze really hard.
All right. Now what Boyer is doing, he's got a different variation. You can't hold on to the apparatus, but a lot of the guys in the gym like to use their knee as leverage
Yes.
to stabilize and balance themselves. Good.
There.
Do you find that in your gym, Debbie, where you train, that you run into other competitors hogging the machines, trying to go back and forth and back and forth?
Yeah, especially when they're getting ready for a contest. A lot of people will superset back and forth, or even if they're just want a real high intensity workout.
Right.
They say, oh, I'm using that. So you got to be real careful. Like somebody may want to be doing the other side while you're over here.
Right.
So you could politely say, you know, I'm using that side.
in the gym. You're set.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
All right.
Let's see how Sean does it. He uses
I
his.
can't use that kind of
He also.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is the high intensity.
Good job, Sean.
Okay,
Squeeze.
good. See, Sean uses a little shorter range of motion than I do, but still getting a complete lockout to the muscle.
A big
That's
tricep.
it.
Now the tricep is the larger part of the arm. Isn't that right, Boyer?
Actually, most people want to work the biceps, but you're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
tricep is about 2/3 the size of the arm. So you
Yeah.
should never neglect your tricep when training arms.
That's right.
Good, Sean. That's
Good.
it.
He's got a big backside
He
of
does.
his tricep.
All the heads of the tricep are very well developed.
Yeah.
As you can see, the long head, the outer head, and the side head of the tricep.
That's right. Good
Great,
job,
Sean.
All right.
Okay, what's the next
All right.
exercise we're
How
going to
about over here, lying extension?
do? Okay, fine.
And I use about a quarter on each side here.
Okay, well, we got it set up
All
for
right,
you.
and you hand that to me?
Sure.
This is heavy. Some
Yeah,
heavy
what you
weight.
want to normally do when you're using this machine or this apparatus, you want to have a spotter.
Got it.
So it's hard if you're training solo like I normally have a tendency to do. You have to have someone actually hand you the weights, especially if you start going up in poundage.
Good.
What you want to do once again is keep the elbows pointed straight ahead, bring the weight down either to your forehead or just beyond your forehead to get that full stretch and lock
Good.
it out and squeeze it at the top just like Debbie's doing.
Drive it up, Deb. Now, you'll notice this works the long head of the tricep. This is what really gives the arm the mass.
Good.
All the way up there. Okay, good. All right.
And again, you can also go back and forth between the close grip and the wide grip.
Wait a minute, Sean. It's a little too easy. Let's add some weight here.
Oh, yes. And I have to use good gym etiquette, wiping my sweat off here for these guys.
Okay, all right.
You lead me into it since you're the strong man today.
Yeah. Oh.
I got it.
All right, I'm awake now, boy. Head
Yeah,
butt.
you almost knocked me out.
Right.
Okay. Now, what you'll find in most gyms is a lot of guys sometimes go up to 4 and 5 plates. I've seen some bigger guys like Lou Ferrigno and Paul Dillett using lots and lots of weights. I think it's all relative.
I don't think I could even spot them using that. That'd be like a deadlift for
Boyer's
me.
doing great.
Good job, Boyer.
Again, bring it down just beyond the forehead
He does.
and right at the forehead. Keep the elbows in tight. Lock it out at the top. Okay, good.
All right.
All right.
Let me wipe this off for you. You don't slide off the bench here.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Watch your head. Hang on a second. Okay.
Coming in close, my fingers thumbs distance apart.
Okay. Now Sean does a slight variation. He's coming down to the forehead while I go behind it. Either way, you're working the long head of the tricep. That's it, Sean. Keep it going. Keep it going.
What's up? This is Al Q, 1990 National Champion and 1990 Mr. Universe, and you're watching Flex Magazine Workout, so don't go anywhere.
Linda and I are going to be training calves here with Boyer today.
Well, since I'm already in the machine, I'll go first.
Okay.
The first exercise we're going to do in our calf routine is calf raises on a leg press machine. Here we go.
Okay. And if we notice, Boyer's got his feet right at the edge of the leg press here, with a couple of plates added on each side.
Okay, good set.
Yeah, it's getting full range of motion. Something very important about Boyer here, he all the way down when he stretches. He's got phenomenal flexibility. And to him, he feels that that is his most important aspect of calf training in order to build that muscle that's on the inside of the calf.
What I
he's
like
working.
too is he's really working the calf and not the quads, the calf.
That's right,
That's great.
Linda. Keeping the knees kind of locked out, but not quite too much to hurt the knees, right?
Yeah, I think it's really important that you do that full range of motion. You can only do that if you got the knees locked out.
That's
okay.
right. That's
Who's
right.
up
That's
next?
important part.
I'll go ahead and
Here we go.
Okay, let me
All
wipe
right.
this off for you. Okay.
So you guys can show me how to train
Yeah.
calves.
I enjoy training calves here.
That's my weak body part, so I can learn a lot.
You know, it's amazing, Linda, but calves are a body part that everybody feels like it's difficult to build. And really, it's not. You just got to train it like any other body part. But the important part to remember on calves especially is a full range of motion. You've
Yes.
seen these people that load a tremendous
Yes.
amount of weight on the machine, do these little short range movements. Doing it full range really makes a difference.
Yeah, I agree. The first 3 years, that's what I did. I wasn't using a full range of motion. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Well, it's one thing about bodybuilding. It's a constantly evolving learning process. That's it.
Yeah, in between sets, I really kind of like a stretch. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I
Real
think
important.
the stretch is very essential in doing calves.
Yeah,
That's
good
it,
job, Linda.
See, Linda gets a full range of motion as well.
Yes.
You notice she gets all the way down and all the way up and actually holds it at the top when she goes up.
This
Good.
is one of my favorite exercises. I really, really feel it because you can get a stretch and you can go up really high on the toes here.
Well, it's also, like you said, it's a good isolation movement.
Yeah.
You can't really cheat on it.
That's right, good. And you know, sometimes when you're with a good training partner, that training partner can help you get the extra
Force
few
rep.
reps. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our next calf exercise.
Okay.
One of my favorites here.
The next exercise that we're going to do is basically, I would say, the standard or the backbone of calf development is just simply standing calf raises. And you get a full range of motion on this one as well. You'll see as soon as I demonstrate it.
All right. Cut across here, Blaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's great. He's got the knees locked out. Full range. Down,
Yeah.
stretching,
He's an incredible stretch, isn't he?
going
All
up
way
on the
down.
toes.
Good job.
Excellent.
Good diamond-shaped calves is what we're working here.
Come on.
You can also do
Set.
this on a standing calf raises. It's the same type of motion where you can get the same stretch and the same flexing at the top.
Good. Excellent.
But we chose to use a Smith machine today so we can load the weights that we want. Good job, Blair.
It's good. And I would always suggest wearing a belt too doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, because it does
exercise.
create compression on the back. Who's
Right.
next?
Okay, I'll be up.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Right, Debbie. Come on. Good set.
All right. Again, we're after a
Good set.
full
Come on.
range of motion. That's it, then. All the
Good
way
set.
up, all the way down.
That's
Linda,
excellent calves.
How often do you train calves in a week's workout?
Well, I train calves 2-3 times a week because, like I said, that's my weak body part. So sometimes I'll do it just a little bit more,
Great.
but usually twice a week.
Good, Deb. All
Come
the
on.
way up.
I like
Good
to get
set.
that extra little
Woo,
push right
push,
there.
right, and that's
You see,
fine.
That's
You'll also
right.
notice
Good
that it
set.
really works the outer head of the calf as well as the inside head.
Come on.
That's
Good
it.
set.
Good.
Now it's my turn.
All right, Linda.
Okay, Linda,
Let's
you're
get
up.
those Miss Olympia calves rocking here. All right. Get the upper body set, too, if you're using a Smith machine so it doesn't slip off your back. It's very important.
That's it. Yeah, hold
Good.
the bar in place. Good. Again, she's doing full range. I mean, I can't emphasize enough how important this is in correctly performing this exercise. All the way up, as she does, and all the way down. Most people just want to do a little short range motion. You want full range. Excellent, Linda. All the
Now,
way.
when I do these, I work my calves I used to work them on leg day, but I got so tired after doing legs that I chose to train calves, like maybe with back.
So it takes away from, you felt like your leg workout was taken away from
the calves, yeah, because I was really tired, so.
Okay, well, next exercise here is something that's a little bit unique. Again, we're working the calves, and this time we're working not only the gastroc, the inside, but the outside of the calf as well, but in a 45-degree angle here. Again, put the ball of your foot right on the edge of the platform. You also want to remember to keep your knees locked.
Excellent. Yeah. Now he's choosing to turn his feet inward. Linda, do you like to do that too?
Yes, that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
You can do it different positions.
Inside straight and out to work the different parts of the calf.
I always do that when I train calves. Always want to have that nice diamond-shaped calf.
That's true, yeah. A lot of people have trouble building their calves, and I think genetics plays a big part in calves. Some people have high calves, some people have low calves. Everyone is different, and you notice that, like, in the gym, some people work their calves so much, and I think they have a tendency to overtrain them.
Yeah, I'm a perfect example of high calves. I have high calves, so I know.
There's one thing, genetics are different for everyone, but everybody can improve. You know, that's the thing.
That's right.
Because a person said they have high calves don't mean they should just give up.
That's right.
That's the thing.
I'm going to try mine like Boyer does.
Yeah, this
inside.
Turning your foot out a little bit emphasizes the inner head of the calf.
I feel it. Yeah.
Good.
Perfect.
Now, if you turn your toes out a little bit.
Should I try that?
Yeah, try. See, it emphasizes the outer head of the calf as it brings it into play.
Now, all three of these exercises that we just worked on, there's all for the gastrocnemius, right?
Right,
Not
that's
for
correct.
the lower part of the calf.
It's like a
zone.
Stay tuned for more muscle building flex.
Be muggly. And Linda, I got to ask you, how did you develop those tremendous deltoids?
Well, it's two things, genetics and also just hard work, getting in the gym and training hard.
All right. Why don't you show us some of your hard-working training delt exercises that you enjoy?
Perfect one, my favorite is shoulder presses, dumbbell shoulder presses.
Yeah, I think this exercise here is probably a staple in big deltoid development. You notice Linda's getting a full range of motion.
All right.
Good.
She does have some good delt.
Oh, they're tremendous. That's it. Drive it up, Linda. All the way. And it's also important, too, that when coming to the end of a set, if you need a spot, always have the person spot from underneath your arm.
Yeah,
just like Debbie's doing now.
It's a good place to spot.
Drive it up, Linda. That's it. Good.
One more.
All right.
Okay, great. Deb, why don't you hop in there and do
All right,
a set?
I'd like to try it. All right.
I'll spot you. Come on. Got some great delts, too. Come on, yes.
That's it, great.
Come on, Debbie,
Drive it
push.
up. As you know, we're getting a full range of motion all the way up, complete lockout at the top. That's it. Great. Drive it up. All the way down, all the way up.
Good, Seth.
That's it. Woo. Now, does this work the entire deltoid head, Linda?
Yes, the entire delta, especially in the middle.
Ladies, that's right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do building and burning exercises. If we're ready in 4 counts, we're going to start with a step up, step down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and step up, step down. Step. That's it. I got that one. 3, 4. Now you at home can do this, and you'll notice that Keelan is doing it very low, but she's got weights in her hand. That intensifies her work. It's kind of a beginner mode, right?
Beginner.
Okay, I'm intensifying mine with the height of the step that I'm using. Even though I'm not using weights, I can use it here. Okay, ladies, we're going to take 4 more. We're going to switch our legs. Okay. 4, and 3, and 2. We're going to tap down, and 1. Tap and change, and left leg up. Now, Mary Jean is at an intermediate level. She's using both the weights, and she's using 2 steps. I have to tell you, Paula, I am feeling this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's do a couple more, ladies. I know we're feeling this.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to come down and go back to our march in 4. Ready? 4. 3. You at home. 2. We're going to a march. 1. Now march it out. Whew. I'm telling you, I'm feeling this. Our next exercise is going to be a single leg squat. So ladies, stop your march. Place that right leg up on top. Let's bring it down and feel where it works, right here in the buns. Down that thigh. Ready? Up and down. Up, up, take it down. 2, take it down. Okay, now you watch your knee position. You don't want to come forward and like this. You want to keep it right in here. Up and down. Keep that stomach in.
I can really feel my butt. I feel it burning.
I feel it too. You ready to change?
Yeah.
And 2, step up, 1, down, take it up, back down. Hold it low. Oh, feel that in those glutes. Ready, take it up, and up, squeeze down. 2, squeeze down. Now really breathe in this. Don't hold your breath. Try and keep your focus so that you can stay balanced. Up and down. I tell you guys, I'm really feeling this. I don't know if I can do the lunges. Up and down. Up, let's take 4 more, and 4, down. Then we're going to come to the top of the step. 2, and 1. Okay, take it up to the top. Oh, we're going to do a step back. Right leg only. You're going to step back off your step and tap back up. Ready?
Right leg back.
5, 4, 3, 2, take it back. And down, lift up. 2, lift up. 3, right leg only. 4, whoa. 5. Now you're trimming those thighs, but you're also burning that body fat, and that's what we want. We don't want to be able to grab anything on the side, right?
That's right.
You've got it.
Jiggling, especially when you're in your bikini.
Oh, definitely.
I call it training you every day.
Okay, 2 more, ladies, then we're going to switch. On my count, ready, and 1, down, 2, down, step up, and change. There you go. There you go. Up. That's good, Mary Jean. Right now, your legs are like rubber.
There.
Well, when you're young, this is a good way to stay in shape. As you get older, it's a way to maintain. And as you get much older, it's a way to really feel great about your body.
You're right. And what's so good about this is that you can do it at home and get an intense workout. That's right. So there's no excuse if you can't get to the gym.
Are we ready to come down to a march? Okay, and 4, tap up, down, 3, down, 2, and whoa, we lost Mary Jean early. Okay, step off and just march. You at home, march easy. Take a deep breath. Woo! And exhale. That sounds good. Come on, join me on this one. Breathe in. Exhale down. And breathe in. Oh, exhale down. Okay, we got to come out of this. Shake those hands out. Woo!
I know, Carl. You're working us, hon. We're going to get even with that later. That's right, later.
Right? Well, you know, ladies, we've got buns to work. So give your legs a little rest.
We're not done yet?
No, we're not done yet. You guys at home, catch a breather, get something to drink, wet that whistle, and come back. We're going to continue with our female training for those awful buns when we come back. Okay, take it out. Whew. I love that. That was really hard. Mary Jean is in action here doing squats, and this really hits the buns, and that's what we're focusing on right now, the buns. We're each going to do 10 reps here, and we're going to work on really concentrating on squeezing those glutes. You feel that, Mary Jean?
I feel it. But
does this also work the thigh?
Oh, sure it does.
I have to thank you, Paula.
You're welcome.
Because you actually made me younger.
I wish. I wish I had that. Poof, you're young. Okay. Now make sure that when you do this that you keep your body upright and that you work through the glute area and you keep it tight. And we want to focus on this area right in here, down the thighs. That all ties together. Get right in here. Okay?
Carla, how many times a week should I train my legs?
Well, gee, I would like to do it 24 hours a day because that would really shape it up. But I'll tell you what, about every 72 hours, Keelan, would be a great way to work them without overtraining them.
Okay, let's see the pro do it.
You have to give the body a chance to rest and heal.
Okay, ladies, watch out. The pro's here.
The pro is here. And, okay.
A little more advanced.
Yes, a lot more
Is this
advanced.
training the same muscle group that we just worked out on?
Yes, it sure is. And the only thing is, I've got the bar across my shoulders, which is a little more difficult, and you really have to watch out for your balance on
That's right. The idea is to keep your body nice and tight.
Okay.
The
I'm just
tighter
gonna
you
get some
keep it, the
burns
easier it is. And she's getting a burn. We call this a burn.
Okay.
She's burning out.
Lunges.
Okay. Now, you have to understand, I've been working out all day, and I'm feeling this exercise, so I'm going to do a different variation than you ladies.
Excuses, Mary Jean. Come on, get that balance in there. Here you go. Now you see that Mary Jean is keeping her leg in a 90-degree angle. She is keeping that knee so that it doesn't pass the toe down here, and that's important so you keep the stress out of the knee. Here you go.
Okay, 2 more.
Good job, that's it. All right, now let's switch to the other one.
All right. The idea is really keep the body tight, because that will help.
Well, you know, at 50, you have to think about there are things that may be a little impaired more than you would be when you're 20. I know I have problems with balance, and Mary Jean has modified her lunges so that she can balance and get an effective workout.
That's right.
Keelan.
My turn?
It's your turn.
Okay, here we go, lady. Okay, thank you.
Come on here. Right in here. Okay. Now, since Keelan is 20 years old, this isn't just a matter of getting into shape, it's maintenance. Maintenance. Get it in there, get it in shape, and maintain it.
That's right, Paula.
Toning and shaping exercise for my legs?
Absolutely. Toning and shaping, and you know the one thing about lunges? They burn fat.
Oh, okay.
They burn fat.
I'll keep doing them then.
She's going to be out here all night. I want you to know that.
Well, I'm going to be next on these.
We'll find her in the morning.
Okay, girlfriend.
Very good, kid.
Go for it.
Go for it, girl.
One more.
All right.
And then the pro.
Now, once again, I'm going to use a bar. It's a little heavier, and I'm going to step out and do a double down and step back.
Okay,
again, for balance.
This is the control again. Okay. And if you notice the body is really tight.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you really have to stay focused when you do this exercise. Very good, Paula. Looking good. I like that.
Okay.
In the gym, there are different variations. You know, you have a lot of machines. So this is something you could do at home.
Yeah, simple exercise.
Simple exercises. That's all it is. Okay. How many is that, girl?
I got one more on each leg, ladies.
One more on each leg.
Whoa.
Okay, that's why she's got these great legs.
I know.
The secret to great legs.
Okay, let's start from the top.
Okay.
All right, there's squats in there.
More squats?
Squats.
Okay. All right.
Now I'm going to sneak in here with Mary Jean. Keelan, come on.
Okay.
Let's just do our squats. No weight at all. Here we go. And you can do these if you're a beginner. You don't need the weight. You can get in and do your squats without any weight. Just make sure that you keep your body upright and that you keep your glutes tight. Tight.
Do I tighten my glutes every time I stand up?
That's right. Squeeze push-ups.
Together?
Okay, now that we've burned them out, why don't you put those down, and I'll show you another variation here. We're going to do a kind of a deadlift.
Okay.
All
Right, I'm going to show you this. Right in here, dumbbells here, and instead of going all the way down like you would for power, right in here, little tiny movements. Pull it up with your glutes, right here.
Right, because you're getting it right in the back of the body. Right in the
Okay,
back.
I'm going to finish my set here, and I'm going to throw it to you guys.
All right.
Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keelan.
Okay, my turn.
Right in here, lady.
Keelan's getting a head start, and then she's very smart to do these exercises.
Okay, don't bend those. Okay, now that's a common mistake. That people think that they're doing a deadlift from the floor. Completely different. This is a very concentrated action. Soften your knees up just a tad.
Yes.
That's right. Don't walk those knees out.
Louisiana is looking.
We're winding up our female training for problem areas. We went through abs and we got every age. We went through thighs and we killed ourselves.
That's right.
We went through glutes. So we're going to stretch you out now. So ladies, turn around.
Great.
Leg forward. We're going to stretch you out at home. Step into this. Keep your hands on your thighs for balance and bring that knee right down to the floor. And hold that stretch. We're right in here in the glutes and the thighs. Okay, see that point right there? Okay, now step up, ladies, and keep that left leg forward. And now just lean your weight back. Extend the hips out to the rear and hold on here so we stretch the hamstring. Okay, let's take it up and stretch the other leg. Right leg comes forward. Hands on the thigh and come straight down into that stretch. Oh, that feels wonderful.
Yeah.
That feels wonderful. So just remember, you can stay in shape. I'll take that. Come on, up and out. So remember, work those hips, work those abs, work those thighs, work those buns.